If your Airbnb bookings are slow right now, don't panic. That happens to everyone. But what you can't afford to do is sit still and hope it fixes itself. Across our portfolio of over 100 signed Airbnb properties, these are the exact 5 things we fix first whenever we want to increase bookings, improve rankings, and drive more revenue. And none of these require much work at all. For anyone new here, my name's Kieran and I run Evolve Stays. We manage over 100 short-term rental properties across the UK. And our goal is to double that in 2026. Everything I'm about to share is real listings, real numbers, and real mistakes we've already paid for, so you don't have to. So let's get straight into it. Number 1, and that's fix your pricing strategy. This is the biggest lever you have in the business, and it's also the one that most hosts completely misunderstand. Pricing is not something you set once and forget about. It's not a one-time decision, it's a living system that needs consistent attention. Your pricing should be higher far out and more aggressive closer to the stay date. Early bookers are planners. They know their dates and they're happy to pay premium to lock something in. And now last-minute bookers are completely different. They're comparing options, they're very price sensitive and they need a reason to choose your listing over anybody else's. We use a dynamic pricing tool called Price Labs, but this is really important. The software doesn't replace thinking, it supports decision making and it doesn't make decisions for you. The first thing we do at any new property is analyse comparable listings in the area. Same size, same quality and same location, and then we set a conservative base nightly rate. That base is split properly between weekday and weekend pricing across a full 12-month period, and you can do this directly on Airbnb. But you can also use Price Labs, the market dashboards, to validate demand and seasonality. Even with dynamic pricing in place, we manually review pricing every single week. This is a non-negotiable. If we're below market occupancy for the next 30 or 60 days, we reduce pricing by around 5 to 10%. If we're ahead of the market, we push the rates up. This is how you compound your revenue over time. A lot of hosts ask when they should stop managing prices themselves. Now, the answer is simple. It's when you have enough scale to justify a dedicated pricing or revenue manager. But early on, pricing literacy is a skill you must develop, and it's one of the highest ROI activities that you can do in your business. And number 2, optimize your Airbnb listing. Your Airbnb listing is your shop front, and most bookings are lost before a guest ever clicks onto your property. The first goal isn't bookings, it's stopping the scroll. This is what we call a fun-stop ratio. You can't track this directly on Airbnb, but you can feel it in your conversion rates. Professional photography is an absolute must. Your first 5 photos should do the heavy lifting. They should instantly communicate the space, cleanliness, lighting, and the lifestyle. If your photos average, no amount of pricing strategy is going to save you. Your title is the next gate. It needs to sell the stay, not describe the property. Guests don't care that it's a 2-bed apartment. They care about what makes their stay easier or better. Parking, hot tub, balcony, city centre, sleep 6. This is what's going to get you more clicks. Your description should remove the friction. We break ours down room by room. Exactly what's in each space and exactly what's included and exactly what isn't. Transparency builds trust, and trust increases bookings and it massively reduces complaints. Now, amenities are another big ranking factor that's often ignored by hosts. Airbnb ranks listings based on the number of amenities that you're offering to guests. Some of the most commonly missed ones we see are coffee, travel cots, self-check-in, blackout curtains, and workspaces. Yes, Wi-Fi is obvious, but these are the filters guests actively search for when they're looking for properties. We also use softwares such as RankBreeze to track rankings, missing amenities, and optimization opportunities. You don't need the software to get started, but once you're scaling, this visibility matters. And number 3, and it's actually be a good host. This is where a lot of operators fall apart. This is a hospitality business, not just a property business. Reviews are everything. Airbnb ranks on reviews. One poor review can undo weeks of optimization, and once the listing's momentum drops, it's really hard to recover. You need guest care SOPs, not good intentions, not we'll try our best. You need actual systems, pre-arrival comms, clear check-in instructions, and cleaned and well-maintained properties, and also fast issue resolution. At scale, you can't rely on memory. Everything must be documented in the business and be repeatable. The guest experience should feel effortless. When guests feel looked after, they leave 5-star reviews, and 5-star reviews will compound and improve your listings. If your reviews are poor, your pricing, your photos, they're not going to save you. Fix the fundamentals first. Number 4, adjust your minimum stay rules, and this one is massively overlooked by hosts. Airbnb also ranks listings based on their availability. If your calendar's always blocked, Airbnb assumes your listing is less attractive. Before setting minimum stays, you need to understand your market and your ideal guest profile. The average Airbnb stay is only 2 nights, yet many hosts force 3, 4 or 7 night minimums without the demand to justify it. Look, long stays are great, but only if your market supports them. If you're holding out for weekly or monthly bookings in a short stay market, you're just killing your occupancy. Our approach is simple. We push higher minimum stays far out, and closer in, we stay more flexible, and this allows us to capture planners early while still filling gaps as dates approach. Now, flexibility drives occupancy, and occupancy drives rankings, and rankings drive bookings. And number 5, build a remarketing strategy. This is what separates hosts from operators. Every guest that stays with you is data, and most people just waste it. We collect data through an online check-in form across all of our properties. This allows us to build relationships, understand repeat demand, and reduce reliance on Airbnb over time. We also have a dedicated revenue manager whose role includes nurturing these relationships. And businesses have preferred accommodation suppliers, corporate stays, repeat guests, relocation bookings. That's exactly where you want to position yourself. Because of this, our direct booking rate is significantly higher than the average host, and that gives us more control, higher margins, and more resilience. And this is how you build a brand, not just listings. Look, if your bookings are slow right now, don't panic. But also don't sit still. Small tweaks to your pricing, photos, titles, and descriptions can make a massive difference. These are the exact levers we pull across our 100+ unit portfolio, and they work. If you want more help, tools, and strategy breakdowns, we've got a free Airbnb community. We share weekly live Q&As, real listing audits, and behind-the-scenes strategies. The link is in the description, and come and join us. If you've got value from this, subscribe to the channel. We drop practical Airbnb content every single week. Just what's working right now in our business out of all stays.